How satisfied are we at the remodel project overall? It's fantastic. This is the fourth major project that we've done with HD Concepts, and we keep calling them back because the work is just fantastic, and this remodel job has exceeded our expectations. What do you say?
Definitely, definitely. We are so
The best part of this kitchen remodel, the thing that we enjoy the most is,
and it was hard for us to pick out the one thing because there's so many. But
there are many, but the main thing I think if we have to focus on that question is how we reoriented the kitchen completely. The island was set up to look out the back of the house originally, and we remodeled it so that the island faces more inside the house. We can still see the outside and the views, but we kind of opened it up to include any guests that we have here dining or in the living room, and having that change and keeping the flow of foot traffic is probably our favorite part.
yeah, that's definitely. It's all inclusive. It's a much more open and inclusive.
When it comes to HD Concepts and their team, it's an extremely professional outfit. They treat you better than family, and I honestly mean that. I still get served around here, even after 5 or 6 months being in the house. I say, please call me Glenn, and they like, yes sir, I'll call you Glenn, sir. You know, and it's professional even more than just the way they communicate. It's how they handle the house. There's a lot of clutter going on. They take care of protecting what's not being worked on. And we just really appreciate that we could live in the house while they're doing the project. And I just think that speaks to how much they care about their customer. The timeline was a really accurate estimate. Justin from HD said it would be 5 or 6 months, and it came in at right around 5 or 6 months. Not everything was worked on every day, we understand that, and there were some moments where we had to wait for other workers to come in and finish a project they were doing somewhere else to come. But that's all to be expected. And then one of the things that we decided to do was not focus on a timeline and just let it happen. And once you kind of drop that end date, target date expectation, it's over before you know it, and it's been worth the wait.
Yeah, definitely worth the wait.
One of the things that keep us calling HD Concepts back is that they use outstanding subcontractors. The craftsmanship is, again, what exceeded our expectations. What was especially positive about the experience, and there are so many things, but if I had to say, the cabinet shop has really blown us away. The amount of detail, they must have come and visited us and physically came out here 6 or 7 times. And then what they've done at the cabinet shop to make everything tie together is really what has blown us away.
Yeah. Again, professional, attention to detail. They want you to be happy. They want to be happy, and yeah, we've been real happy with it.
And then the cabinet installer, I don't think you could find a better crew for that either.
Yeah.
HD Concepts came to us through a recommendation from friends. They're local friends that I've known for 25 years. And they had an old farmhouse that was completely remodeled and almost a do-over with HD Concepts. And I actually lived in that house as a house sitter for them for a couple weeks. And I noticed the attention to detail and the perfection there. So when we moved here 15 years ago, we had project ideas. It was a no-brainer for us to call HD Concepts. And again, this is the 4th major thing that they've done for our house, and we couldn't be happier. I get the question all the time with colleagues at work about, do I know anybody that I could recommend for a remodel? And the answer is yes. I mean, I have recommended HD Concepts to colleagues, and they've used them. we've recommended to neighbors which have used HD concepts. So the question is, would we? Absolutely. Have we? Yes, we have, and we will continue to. I think when people come over here and see what this house has changed into with HD, if they ever think about a project themselves, they're gonna call
Yes.
HD.
We have a son also who is now a homeowner, and he will probably use HD in the future for some projects as well.
Yeah, absolutely. In conclusion, we started this project 6 or so months ago, and it needed everybody. Plumbers, electricians, drywallers, painters, the appliances, the granite. I mean, this has been a soup to nuts kind of project that required a big team and an excellent team to put it all together. And the flooring is outstanding. Aaron from the flooring company that laid it all out did some custom work for us. Again, the cabinet shop, everything the team is great. So, and we've needed them all.
Yeah, the lighting has been, reconfigured, and that was a big project, and everybody, yeah, it was great.
It's been great. So I'll give you a little nickel tour. We'll start right here. When you get on House and these websites that give you ideas, Lisa had the idea for these glass towers, and the custom cabinet shop made them for us. Inside these 3 drawers that have the graded, it's charging. So if you have iPads, iPhones, anything charging, there's ports in here that the electrician set up for us so that it didn't all have to be on the counter and clutter. Yeah.
Simple. And then you can just close it.
This wall was originally a solid wall, and we asked Justin at HD if they could open it up for us. Just so that if you're standing here, you can see the views out the front window, or if you're in there, you can see the views out the back. And it turned into this large picture window, and we just couldn't be happier. A lot of technical stuff going on for the header up there, and they were able to manage it. The electrician had to work around the change, and they did a great job, like I said, to get all the power into these charging stations. But it came out great. Island design was from the friends I was telling you about that we initially heard about from HD Concepts. We copied their corner lifts like this, and then just a massive piece of granite with only one seam over there, and we just thought the granite choice was great, and then tied in all the colors for us. When it comes to cabinetry, this is one of those hidden panel doors, but this leads to the pantry, one of our favorite things. That when you're in the pantry, yay, and then when you're out, it looks like the cabinetry. We custom wanted the microwave at this height, so they built it to fit right here for us. And coming over here, we went with some upgraded appliances, some nicer things with the stove and the oven. The custom cabinet shop made the hood. You would think, oh, they specialize in cabinetry, but they made the hood. The tile guys did a great job with this. We got the pot filler here, and then a coffee bar over here, which is something we wanted to add and to keep the flow of foot traffic, and it all fits. And last thing is another one of these hidden panel doors, and this leads to the laundry and the garage. But when you don't want to see it, it's beautiful. So Aaron laid the whole floor, and then I had the crazy idea later to add this floor medallion. And this came from Ukraine, believe it or not, war-torn Ukraine. But there was somebody on Etsy that made this and had it sent over from Ukraine, and Aaron cut it perfectly to fit, dropped it in, sanded it down, and it's a compass rose, and it actually points north, so it's oriented perfectly to north. And I'm a traveler, we're travelers, so having something related to compasses and distance and directions.
Personal touch.
It's a personal touch, and it's right here in the transition between the kitchen and the living room. And if you come to the living room, I'll show you another piece that we did. This was originally very dated cabinetry and you could never fit a larger TV. So we went with an electric fireplace. We stoned it from the floor to the ceiling. And then we put a frame TV. And this mantle is, again, custom from the cabinet shop who made it just the way we wanted. And all the colors of the stains match the furniture, match the hood, match the mantle. So we have the sound bar, the television, and they had to figure out a good solution for getting electrical power without having to see cords. Couldn't be happier. And that is the job.